Saturday Groovers, for that's what's happening right now here on Earth. Live from Tubby's house, where we bring you the imp of change as it moves from one place to another, like all good imps of change must do to comply with their imp of change status. It's not too late to apply for your imp of change status. Just apply to www.gov imp of change. Here comes some change right now. Aquarius, I think he's still alive. I last saw him in a store. Oh, hang on, I've got to lurch slightly this way.
No, the other way.
Other way. Okay, I'm going to lurch that way. I'm just getting some directions here from E Swift, who is moving. You can see she's moving the guitars, so they're forming a kind of pattern.
Hello, groovers.
Hey, folks. Okay, sorry, we're just doing a lot of improvised.
Just
which
slightly
way?
this way.
This way, okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
Lovely.
But that's... No.
It just gives us slightly more of Tubbs.
Oh, I see. Sorry, yeah, more of Tubbs. I can't see. I get it. That thing there. Sorry. Tubby, this thing here is you. Does he need to be elevated at all? I mean, he's getting elevated.
We all need to be elevated.
You're so right. Hi,
Sunday
you're
night.
watching live from Tubby's house It's Saturday night, and here in London town it is absolutely cat boiling. That's to say, cats aren't being boiled, but I'm boiling as if I was a cat. Oh no, I can't, because I'm gonna, if I get Ringo over my, I've had it. Hi Ringo, hi folks. No, I can't play the Ringo on my face. Ringo is absolutely beautiful, but he did a massive shed earlier today, and I'm still picking little pieces of Ringo out of me. Hang on. Oh. Live from Tubby's house, where every fur counts. Okay, that was for Derek, and this was requested by Rick. So while I get rid of the previous hairs from Ringo. Hairs, what an evocative word. What I mean, of course, is fur. Here we go. Boy, rich in stuff. This was requested by Rick from Earth. Glasses, all we're really made of, and glasses, all we'll ever be. Nothing there to be afraid of. We're both transparent. Can't you see? Glasses rising all around us. It climbs and chimes in to the air. When somebody thinks they've found us, turn sideways on and disappear. Glass protects you, but glass can shatter. Hear the sirens, hear the screams. In the end, though, nothing matters, 'cause no one else can see your dreams. Glass. Sorry, I meant to do that at the very end, but it didn't. It was a slightly more ungainly sound, which kind of makes me feel like I am lycanthropic, growing extra hairs. God knows. It's fascinating how these things grow on you. Even more fascinating is the keys that appear in requests every week. I try to play as many songs that are requested as possible, and there's a big bias towards the key of G tonight, so I'm going to go into another song.
Songs in the key of Groover.
Songs indeed, as my beloved wife, muse and colleague and producer and co-star E. Swift observes, in the key of groovers, and we are going to play a song with groovers in it in A, but I'm going to wait until Emma herself can join me before launching on the jetty of that song out into the ocean of bliss, to which it inevitably leads. Okay, Sorry, Daphs is eating something interesting. But God, I mean, would you want a spaniel to eat something boring? Especially on live TV? God, there are standards to maintain. Woof. Okay, this is another song in G. Requested, actually again, the last show, but that was very recent, so here it is. And in the evening when you fade away, the same thing happens every single day. 'Cause when your dreams come true, they pretty soon decay. There's nothing you can do to change your mind. You're disappearing or you're going blind. And when you're gone, you won't leave anything behind except a skull, a suitcase, and a long red bottle of wine. A skull, a suitcase, and a long red bottle of wine. You're disappearing in a purple fog. It's a machine and you're its faithful cog. You love your woman, but you just don't love her dog.
Hey,
Which means you get a skull, not you, Daphs, a suitcase, and a long red bottle of wine. A skull, a suitcase, and a long red bottle of wine. There you go, putting up no resistance. You just wander all through the town, lock yourself out and drown. The giant sun sets red behind the hay, like a balloon that has just lost its way. You never dreamed that stuff would get you in its sway. Give me a skull, a suitcase, and a long red bottle of wine. A skull, a suitcase, and a long red bottle of wine. Red bottle of wine. Red bottle of wine. Red bottle of wine. I'm sorry, that was requested by Glenn, the Zen of Glenn. Yeah, I am, of course, entirely snowed under in personal growth in the form of personal fur, fighting off my own lycanthropy, even as I am guarded by Tubby here, who I think you can just see in front of a sea of guitars. in yonder distance, before you reach the entry to the harbour, where the dogs of Alcibiades guard the back wall of Studio C from all infirm afflictions and terrible things that befall mariners when they try to sail through a wall. Heave ho, me hearties, as we go through the bricks, brick by brick, still we go, those mariners gay, those mariners stout, those mariners round, and some mariners who just got drawn into it because they thought they was going to be aviators, but no, there they are on the seven seas. Don't worry about them, they're trapped the other side of the guitars. I am going to now change key. Move, move, move. After wiping some more fur off my snout. Hang on a second. Okay. In case you wondered, this is a 1964 Gibson folk singer guitar. Purchased from Fanny's House of Music in East Nashville. One of the best places to buy lovely old Gibson guitars. This one is not a Gibson guitar, but if it was, I'm sure we would have bought it from Fanny's. Now I'm going to do that classic newsreader thing and just reach for a glass of water. Hang on. But I'm not going to go through the screen, much as it looks like it. Live from Tubby's house here. Tubby himself is with me in Emma's chair here at Studio C. Playing your requests as much as we can and as much as we dare. A few people have requested this, and most recently it was requested by Eliza, who I think is in Rome, or often in Rome. Okay, Eliza, this is a relatively fur-free version of this song. Your face upon the table. It's a photograph, it's flat, but it's still you. It's your face upon the table, blinking up at me, your grey green eyes, so blue. I've just known you for a second. I've just known you for a blip in time. As time, I don't know where we are heading. If we're lucky, we will head somewhere sublime. Your name down early. You don't have to be an answer. Just a laugh. don't have to be an answer. You don't have to be a time when things were good. You don't have to be tomorrow. Just a love. And introducing live into this Studio C situation, Miss Emma Swift.
Hello, Groovers. Happy Saturday. Here I am with Sir Tuppence.
You are. So Tubbins has been extremely on location, hasn't he?
He has
I
tonight.
think after that, all that business at the last show where Daphne was kind of very in motion.
He loves being on location.
He's pretty good with on location, isn't he?
So we'd like to thank the following Groovers for their contributions to the
Fancy Feast Fund.
Jen T,
Scott,
Pam and Dave,
Stacey,
John and Tamsin,
Brian,
Megan.
Craig, Takeoff.
That's the request. You weren't supposed to read that bit. I was going to explain that to you after.
Oh, Takeoff.
Craig's
Okay,
going to take off, but that
is he going
means
to take
that
off? It's
he
this
requested
levitating Craig.
take off your bandages.
Oh, I know that one.
Okay,
Yeah,
could
yeah.
you read the next name?
Bob and Julie,
Rick,
Christian,
Steve,
Michelle,
and Oren.
Oren.
And Oren contributes to the Fancy Feast Fund and the Perry the Lobster Benevolent Fund.
Is he chipping into? I mean, he's allotted a certain amount to the Pesmeister.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's very thoughtful of you, Oren, and I'm actually about to play oh God. I'm playing something that you requested from the previous show. Because there's a short gap in time. Sorry, I hate this fact stuff. I'm not good at it. How do you explain to them that because the
Context is boring. I would just say this song's requested by Oren.
Okay.
I wouldn't bother with.
I don't like
this
it
was
either.
requested three
No,
shows
no,
ago,
yeah.
but I forgot to play it because I'm a doddery old musician. And
No,
it's late
no,
at night.
no. It was requested at the last show, but I forgot to play it because Das was running amok.
Oh, I think you might be.
No, I will be the first to fess up that I am doddery and old, and I embrace that status. But we did lose a number of requests because there was a deep the shrimp of chaos had piggybacked the imp of change into Studio C. Do you
Okay.
remember on Wednesday?
I do remember,
Who
but
could forget that epic night?
blaming
Boy.
the dog is very.
Well, it's true. What?
I think she's perfect in every way.
That's the whole point, you see. You encourage her in her ways.
I do. You
Look, she's
encourage me in my ways. I encourage you in your
Yeah,
ways.
but you don't need to go out through the airlock to the bathroom and bark at things in the middle of the night.
I might.
You haven't yet.
How do you know I'm not barking at things in the middle of the night?
Because I spend a lot of time with you in the... Oh, okay. There are points in the middle of the night when you shriek in horror.
Yeah.
And I know there's points when I do too.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why
It's
okay.
nice to shriek in horror together.
Well,
a horror shared is a horror halved, is it not?
Well, I'd like to think of this show as a horror shared, or certainly
It's a groove shared.
Well, it is, but you know, our groove grows from horrors.
Does it?
Yeah, and you know, no horror, no groove.
Oh.
It's like Hangover
Like
backwards.
no woman, no pride. No horror, no groove.
No woman, no prize. I want a prize. I haven't got a woman.
Yeah.
You stay there.
No Daphne, no
Shrimpy.
Tubbs.
Well, hell, I mean, we had Tubbs was going decades before Daphne.
Half a decade.
Half a decade. Tubbs, I was going to say Tubbs was from the reign of Mikhail Gorbachev, but that's not
That's
quite
not
true.
true.
No,
That's cat from a
sadly.
previous relationship. I'm barely from the reign of Mikhail Gorbachev.
You are, aren't you? Actually, my God, I'd have to look. I'd have to look in my diary to see who I was with at that point. Gorbachev. Had I even reached puberty? I can't. Were my
What
best
cat
days
were you
behind?
with?
What cat was I with? Oh God, I'm not sure. When was Gorbachev? In the 80s?
Do we have to go through facts right now? It's so dull for everybody.
You're right. I hate that, and even if I did, I wouldn't want anybody
you
to
sing
know.
a slightly weird song that almost sounds but isn't quite like a hit?
Who, by me or by somebody else?
Oh,
Hang on, I've got Tubby's perch there. Hang on. But as you're here, my love, we should probably sing something together.
Well, that's why I showed up.
That's great. I love the way you do that. It was so intuitive. Chicka boom, chicka boom.
Oh yeah, chicka boom.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Well, Saturdays suit you, sweetheart.
They do. They're really nice because you can keep falling asleep. But it's like.
But we're live.
Yeah, but the
Tubby's
reason
house.
we're so live is because we've been falling asleep beforehand.
Okay.
I mean, viewers have. You must notice. Okay, look. Do you want to do SG because it's been requested?
I don't like when you're talking acronyms. I've been trying to get you to not do it for 10 years.
Yeah, I know, but you haven't succeeded.
Saturday Groovers. You'd like to play Saturday Groovers for Stacey and Leanne.
Yeah, but now they
That
know.
sounds
Just
brilliant.
imagine Stacey and Leanne's little
It's just
hands clapping together with glee.
It's just like being a radio host. I'm Robyn Hitchcock, and you're listening to Tubby FM.
Well, I say that, but I don't know.
From another
That's
me,
facts.
Robyn
Yeah.
Hitchcock, Saturday Groovers.
Okay.
Come on.
No, I just think it's nice for them not to know until the very last minute. It's like, presents on Christmas morn or whatever it is that you have.
What, you just tell people what the...
You say SC may be bringing you SG. Santa Claus might be bringing you some gifts, but you don't make it clear. So
You've never made anything clear.
No, that's where it got me where I am today.
You're a natural surrealist.
Well, I'm a natural. I'm not sure I'm naturally
confuser.
anything. I'm a natural obfuscator. Hey folks, you're watching live from Tubby's house.
Oh yes, soap us up.
With me, Robyn Hitchcock, and she, Emma Swift.
You can tumble dry us later.
Oh, I say, that's rather nice, isn't it? You can tumble dry us. Oh my God, you know who could have had a hit with that?
Brian Ferry.
Georgie Fang.
Oh.
Okay, here we are. Okay, this is it. Stacey and Leanne. Here we are. I can smell the smoke from the lungs of the Saturday Groovers, busy doing nothing when you're young. Saturday Groovers, nothing will move us. Saturday Groovers. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba. Ba da da ba ba. Ba da 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 ba. All the mad old girls, mad old boys. that was wonderful. It was like, at the very end, it was like we were like bagpipes that were running out of air simultaneously.
I love it when you refer to me as a bagpipe.
Well, no,
Oh,
only the
beloved.
same as me. I mean, not like you're a bagpipe and I'm an accordion or something.
Ooh.
No, I'm giving us both bagpipe status.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, I thought you might, if not like it, at least accept it.
As one often does.
Well, okay, answer me this. If I was to offer you a chocolate biscuit right now, would you prefer it with mint in it or with orange?
Orange.
Ah, see, that's how people can tell we're different.
Yeah.
Because I'd want a minty one.
Is that the only way people can tell we're different, do you think?
It would confirm suspicions many people would already have that you and I were not the same
That
person.
you would go, I'd go for the chocolate orange and you'd go for the peppermint aero.
Yeah, so it means that people invite us round to their gaffs, their pads, their, houses on stilts, which they're obviously going to have to need pretty soon.
Okay.
Or even to their places on Mars.
Okay.
They can tell us apart. They're bunkers, yeah. Yeah. You know they're going to send people back up to the moon again so they can get to Mars. It's like it's all in stages, isn't it?
But what kind of chocolate do they have on Mars?
By the time they get to Mars, they're going to have, I reckon it's all going to be praline. How do you pronounce it? Praline?
I don't know.
Rhymes with Pauline, but not really.
I thought
Praline.
I thought we were speaking about mint versus orange.
We were.
And now you've changed it to a completely different flavour.
Well, you know why? You let that particular badger into the arena by saying, what flavour do you think they have?
What badger?
The badger of praline or hazelnut. If you want to keep it to orange versus mint, you have to say...
I did not let a hazelnut badger into this conversation. That was you.
You did. No, you left that little opening, how it got in through the airlock, because you said, what flavour do you think they'd have?
Okay.
Whereas if you wanted to keep it between orange and mint, you'd have to say, do you think they'd have orange or mint? That's giving me no room to manoeuvre.
But where we disagree on orange and mint, we align on salted caramel.
Oh, Lord, yes.
Yeah. We actually can't get salted caramel because it's too nice.
Do they not make it, you mean? Or
No, we just
can't have
only
it?
eat it.
You mean we can't buy anything we'd eat?
Well, we can't buy anything we'd eat too much.
That hasn't really happened with cheese, has it? But you're right. God, I mean, it's like if you're already doing freebase or something like that, do you also want to be doing...
You invited David Crosby into this conversation.
Oh, Lord, what's the other one? Little Timmy's.
You and I are respectable, quite dull people. We don't need to...
There's nothing respectable about us. Have you seen our CVs?
My CV does not have freebase on it. Thank you.
What's that modern drug? Crystal meth.
What, sweetheart?
I mean, I don't know
understand.
I don't understand anything, darling.
I know, you don't...
I don't know about any drugs from any recent times.
You know about Manchego?
I know about Manchego. I was doing Manchego before Jerry Garcia died.
Do you think Jerry was doing Manchego?
Amongst other things. I think he was probably doing both orange and mint. And he,
Orange and mint and Manchego.
And Manchego,
well,
yeah.
that's a touch too much, isn't it?
I think it's a touch too much, which might be why he stopped being with us.
Okay.
Do you want to try
sing another song?
Yes. That's the kind of requests, if there's anyone you want to do that we haven't done already.
Okay, that sounds great. Why don't we do Skull and a Suitcase for Glenn?
Because I did it earlier.
You've already played it?
Yeah.
I don't know where I was.
You were sitting right opposite me, talking to the groovers, collecting the fancy feast.
Tuning out, yeah.
It's
Okay.
too dismal to play twice in a show.
Okay, fair enough. Well, what haven't you played?
What haven't I played?
Yeah. Why don't you act like the team leader?
Oh, we
and
have
I'll
initiative.
pretend that I'm not the team leader.
Oh, in case you wondered, Emma is the team leader. I got to apologise for my hair. It got very... it was really great earlier today, and it just got very sweaty.
Got a bit flat, didn't
It's
it?
got flat. Yeah. I had it all. It was all. I had a mountain of puffy hair.
Okay, well, we'll refund the folks who came just for your hair.
If you came for my hair, we apologize now for the deep, deep disappointment, for the crevice it has left in your evening, and for the canyon in which you find yourselves. Let's do MOTW, because someone requested that the other day.
Madonna of the Wasps.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
Madonna of the Wasps, I wonder where we crossed, I wonder where she lost me. Lost Madonna of the Wasps, she's dying in the frost, I wonder what she cost me. Love. Come, Madonna of the swans, she waves a magic wand, and then she settles on me. Wise Madonna of the flies, I look into her eyes, she doesn't recognize me. Is this love? Is this love? I wonder where she lost me. Lost Madonna of the Wasps, she's dying in the frost, I wonder what she costs me. Is this love? Is this love?
Madonna of the Wasps, as requested by, I think Leanne requested that actually on Wednesday.
So Leanne's had a twofer.
Leanne actually stacks them up.
That's
There's
wise.
quite a lot of things. So generally, if I'm just looking around for something, I find Leanne's. Hey, that's Tubby, folks. Tubby has just gone up into the observation tower, and he is now observing us with whatever else is up there. Okay, Daft, it's all right. It's just Tubby.
By observation tower, you mean the cupboard above the Ove.
Above the Ove.
Above the Ove. Above the stove.
The Ove, yes. The cupboard above the Ove, but obviously it's easier to explain it in terms of it being an observation tower.
Yeah.
From that tower, Tubby can see...
She can taunt Daphne.
Tubby can taunt Daphne, which is a prime thing. And, oh, hang on. Oh, look, Daph's. My God, live on TV it is. Daphne Swiftcock. Hey,
Daphne.
Daphne has been for this immense walk all day.
Yeah.
And she's been to the Disco Doggy Park.
Daphne walks 8 miles a day and still finds time to bark at night. She's a real groover.
Oh, that's Sid Barrett in his last ever interview said he walked 8 miles a day, and he probably barked as well. Yeah, but you're different, aren't you?
Do you want to put out some record stamps?
Yeah, you weren't managed by Peter Jenner.
Do you want to be a cult figure? Oh, yeah.
She does. Look at those eyes. They're so culty. And she's got both of them. Okay.
Should we do one more song?
Yeah, let's do this one, which was requested by somebody in the chat room, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
You said.
Autumn sunglasses.
Yep, let's do that. If you requested autumn sunglasses,
This is
one's
for
for
you.
you. Hang on.
It's recorded in Nashville.
Yeah, and written in Sydney. Get it right. Also, baby, get it wrong. I'm still here. I've just changed where I belong. Through the wall, through the looking glass. Now you're gone. Your reflection remains. There is only just a pair of autumn sunglasses. Just a pair of autumn sunglasses and you. Cross the bridge and your silhouette fades. You're so nice, all encased in your shades. When the summer turns to spring, and the winter turns to Mars, there is only just a pair of autumn sunglasses. Just a pair of autumn sunglasses and you. There is only just a pair of autumn sunglasses and you. Enmore Park, by the pricking of my thumbs. Summer's gone, but the winter never comes. And you never know your fate. Till she's sitting in your car. There is only just a pair of autumn sunglasses. Just a pair of autumn sunglasses and you. There is only just a pair of autumn sunglasses. Just a pair of autumn sunglasses and you. Boy, that is so precise.
Yeah.
I love that.
What, you like precision?
I love singing.
I find that hard to believe.
I love singing it with you.
Oh,
I love
that's
singing that
sweet.
song with you. That's what I mean.
Do you know what I love?
What do you love?
I love contributions to
To
the
the
Fancy
Fancy
Feast
Feast
Fund,
Fund.
and they
What?
come in hot on my phone.
Really?
Yes.
They're on your phone.
Julie B.
Julie
in
B.
sweltering in LA. She saw Nick Lowe and Elvis Costello this week, I think.
Oh.
I believe.
Oh, that's that tour still going?
Yeah.
Blimey. I
It's
suppose it would
amazing.
be.
Tours continue even when we're not there.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, well, what can I say? Wow. Oh, it was probably a fantastic show.
I bet it was fantastic.
Two wonderful professional British musicians there.
Chris K. also contribution to the Fancy Feast Fund. Thanks, Chris. Laurie, thank you, Laurie. Oh yeah, and Nacho and Blue, who are Julie B's cats.
Oh.
They're celebrating their 6-month-old birthday.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Julie. Oh my God, you've got Julie B. You've got your paws full there.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
you do have your paws
Oh,
full.
wow.
Well,
Boy. But it, I don't think. Well, I know Elvis has got. Nick has a dog called Larry.
yeah, Larry.
They tried to have another one, but it didn't work out.
Larry has an Instagram.
He does. Nick Lowe's dog, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Or has he got another one? Yeah. Yeah. Larry is Anne Whippet, which is.
Maybe Larry will change the handle to Larry's Songwriter. And it will just be a picture of Nick Lowe.
God, it's entirely possible. Don't tell Larry that.
Don't tell Larry what's possible. But I'm a
Well,
Sagittarius.
Don't tell Larry what's
I'm
possible.
supposed to spread messages of hope and optimism.
Oh, do you have to? That's quite rather misleading, isn't it?
Why?
Well, you could be in a tunnel that suddenly never had an exit.
Oh, all right, prophet of doom.
Well, on the bright side, if it didn't have an entrance, you could be in it. You couldn't be in it either.
If it has an entrance, then surely it's got an exit.
Well, you could, in theory, I suppose.
Because every entrance is an exit. It's like as a glass of half full or half empty.
Or are the Beatles half alive or half dead? Yeah.
Oh.
I know what you mean.
On that
I know
grim
what
note,
you mean, lassie.
I'm going to leave you to your dysmalia.
Well, what I've got to do is do a bit more singing, and then it's at 3. Oh God, my God, Perry.
It's time for Perry to read the news
Yeah. So,
in
folks, if you've got any
8 minutes'
suggestion for years that you'd like,
I'll go and find out the
if
years.
you go back to the control
I'll
room.
reel in the years and then I'll yell them back at you.
My God. Well, just don't double track the guitar solo. That's all I can say.
I can't play
now,
guitar, so that helps.
No, but then that's another way you can't tell us apart. We both feel more or less the same about Steely Dan, I think. Yeah. Okay, so what I need to do is
I prefer Steel Magnolias.
Oh, but
I'm
that's
just confusing you now.
You are, because that's a movie, isn't it? Okay. What have I got here? I've got this song, and I'm going to just do this little thing here. So, Ian requested something off my fab new album, Shufflemania. So, here's one for you. Here it is. Sorry, I got this chair on the undertaking it would not be creaky, but I'm afraid it now is creaking. I apologise for that. Okay. So this is track 2. Okay, take it easy, chair. I don't know many actors or what an actor knows. All I do is ponder. All I do is wonder. The inner life of Scorpio. No, I don't know many actors, but when I get to shows, I marvel from the circle, or I marvel from the cheap seats at the inner life of Scorpio. It's hard to read an actor. They're a book that's quick to close. yours. The inner light, Scorpios. The ripple on the surface shows how deep the feelings go. It rocks your very being. It racks your way of seeing. It's the inner life of Scorpio. You've got such an inner life, baby. You've got such an inner life. Oh, you've got such an inner life, baby. Like every dream companion, they'll sting you on the nose. It's some kind of voodoo. They hurt more than you do. It's the inner life of Scorpio. Just the inner life of Scorpio. The inner life of Scorpio, or Scorpios, as it would be to rhyme, but actually it's called Scorpio as a title. See how narcotic me reciting the fact is. Two more fairly mundane facts about that song, which actually I am not going to tell you because we've had enough facts for one night.
Where can people hear it?
Oh, they can hear that song. You can hear a fabulous, finished version of that song on my fab new album, Shufflemania. It's track 2.
And what date is Shufflemania out?
Well, now the street date, the day it enters the record shops, tra-la, 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 we skip from branch to branch, holding hands gaily, is October the 21st, just before... yeah?
Yeah, fantastic. October 21st.
Just before the clocks go back up north in the northern hemisphere and endless winter engulfs us all for another dark season.
And who plays guitar on that song?
Well, the person who plays guitar on that is me, but, actually, no, I play the lead. Johnny Marr plays drums, bass, piano, and acoustic guitar. Johnny Marr's pretty much the band on that. And Anneliese Fruchtdal does all the harmonies. Yeah, it's a very... It's very Johnny Marr.
Do you mean to tell me you got one of the greatest rock and roll guitarists of his generation to not play guitar on your song?
No, he played a lot of guitar, but he didn't play any lead guitar. He played all the other stuff.
Okay.
He played an extremely brisk and tastily recorded acoustic. He makes the whole thing sound very deliberate. He just did it all over a phone. Hey, too many facts. Johnny's on it, definitely, for sure. And Johnny's on another track which didn't get released but will be on the bonus deluxe super fabuloso all you can eat Shufflemania, which is bound to come out sooner or later, with 4 more studio tracks, and one of those has Johnny on it. If you're a Patreon subscriber, you'll probably have heard it already. It's called, or was called, The Golden Road to Socialism. I can't remember it actually, but it's great. Okay, now what this chatter has done, has brought us up to the hour of 3 o'clock.
Would you like to reel in some years?
Rendez-moi le homard.
Okay, I'm going to hand the lobster to you so I don't knock over the camera.
Is Tubby still in the observatory? Perry, vous êtes ici, c'est vrai. Allez, okay, so Pezmeister, yeah.
1976, 1988, 1968, 1970, 1967, 1957, 1977 and 2050.
2050. Oh, okay. I think we had 1968 last week, didn't we? Okay. Here we are. You want to put my glasses on? Really? Okay. Here we are. I think he... Did you say, what was there? Was 76 was in there and 88?
1976, 1988 for the people in the back, 1968, 1970, 1967, 1957, 1977, a lot of sevens, and 2050.
Oh, okay.
Perry hasn't got the glasses on his eye.
Has he not? That's because people can't see. Okay, how's he looking now?
Like Buddy Holly if Buddy Holly were a lobster.
Now that that is a good title. Okay, here we are. Here we go.
What the hell are things you decided to make me want to be with you? Right on this a crazy feeling. I know you got me really on. So glad you're revealing your love for me. I heard a button, right on and tell me not to be lonely. Tell me.
Okay.
Hello, it's Buddy the Lobster here, reading you the news from 1957, and what a plump, juicy year that is. John Lennon has just met Paul McCartney, so they're on speaking terms. You have to remember in those days there weren't even any cell phones. How did they arrange to meet? Who knows? Maybe they sent each other postcards. Meanwhile, in the USA, Buddy Holly and the Crickets was stampeding, riding on with such classic hits as Rave On, Like Me Baby, and That Will Be the Day. Over in the on-screen world, them Russians had just fired up a whole load of balaclava cakes what had landed on the moon in case they landed there themselves. But it was no good. The cakes couldn't breathe and they suffocated. Poor cakes. Oh, whoa! Buddy Holly recorded a completely unknown track called Loss of the Russian Balaclava Cakes, which is yet to come out. Whoa, how terrifying. And now, as to the future, whoa!
There you are. That was the news from 1957, read by Perry the Lobster. I know it was emotional, wasn't it? But you see, it's what happens. You wear the glasses, you start seeing these things. Yeah, John Lennon wore glasses. Paul McCartney, no, did he? Paul wore glasses. Did Paul have big orange pincers? He did. That's why he's still alive. Okay, Pezmeister. I'm going to put you back in a compound so Daffs can't get at you. Hang on. Okay, this is the Robyn Hitchcock portion of the Robyn Hitchcock and Emma Swift show. Oh, look, Perry is in a very feisty mood tonight. He wants to show you his soft orange underbelly. How's that for total trust? That's like Perry really kind of making himself vulnerable. Perry's had a lot of renewal classes and he is now able to achieve that vulnerability which a lot of people, particularly male humans, are uncomfortable with. But the Pezmeister is flapping it out like there's no tomorrow. Hey. Okay. I'm afraid I've still got a couple of requests. So.
Bravo.
It's kind of weird when music happens on this show because I love that. It's so great, isn't it? That could be anything, but actually it's going to be this. requested by Hyacinth L. Raven. Hey Hyacinth, I will, in your honour, try not to creak this chair. In the aquarium, you stroked a greasy ray just at the end of day, way down in Monterey. In the aquarium, the fish went through the trees, the planes went through the seas, and you were still with me. Everything revolves around the sun. You know I'm gonna miss you when you're gone. Everything revolves. I never knew a thing about you. I never knew a thing about you. I headed in a dream towards you. And I wonder if I ever saw you. But I never knew a thing about you. She says she's gonna saw her head off. She only does it for attention. Like other people I could mention. She wasn't feeling good to start with. You're not someone I wanna part with. All you need is love, but all you get is afraid. Everything revolves around the sun. You know I'm gonna miss you when you're gone. Everything revolves. Aquarium for Hyacinth L. Raven. Whoa, little bits of things still clinging to me here, live from Tubby's house. Got a few more songs to go before we wind down into the arms of Morpheus here in Studio C.
Oh, I love the arms of Morpheus.
I know, so do I. It's just little can be as comforting as the arms of Morpheus. Do you want to come and... Oh, I might do one more. I don't know. Where are you at, Swifty? Do you want to come and sing any... I don't know.
Sure.
Do you want to come and sing
Here
a bit
I
more?
am. I'd like to thank Payden, who is running the mandolin chat for us. Hello, love on your mandolin.
Hey, Mandolin, thanks for transmitting us.
It's so nice. It's nice to be transmittable.
It's great, otherwise we'd just be staring into this machine,
We'd be
babbling to
staring into-
nobody.
I know.
And we wouldn't know, I wouldn't.
Well, we'd be at Tubby's house, but we wouldn't be live.
No, we'd just be like mad people talking to no one.
I'd like to thank John G and
Oh, Jess and...
Charles
Jess
for their
and Charles.
contribution to the Fancy
Feast
Feast Fund.
Fund.
So you'll catch us here every Saturday, which means Saturday,
It's in September.
Yep. So what day is today?
The
The
next
4th.
day is it's
It's the 3rd.
technically the 3rd, certainly in the United
So
States.
Saturday, September 3, Saturday, September 10,
Saturday, September 17, and Saturday, September 24.
September 24, on the cusp of Brian Ferry's birthday.
2 days before Brian's
Just
birthday.
2 days before Brian Ferry's birthday.
I guess we're going to play several Brian Ferry
all
songs.
Ferry all the time.
Wow, really? Non-stop Ferry are us.
Yeah. And then in October we resume normal service and we groove on Wednesdays.
Oh, Wednesdays. Well, they're the middle of the week, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they're back to the middle of the week. And then in November, I'm not sure what we're doing. I haven't worked that out yet, except I can tell you that Robyn's show will be streamed live from Eddie's
Oh,
attic.
live from Eddie's Attic on November either the 11th or 12th. Eddie's Attic in Atlanta,
Yeah.
Georgia.
Jen Tiernan's going to be at that show.
The Jen Tiernan.
Yeah, she told me in the chat.
Aries with Scorpio rising.
You are very good with people's star signs.
That's about all I am good with
It's
people.
true.
But yeah, can't be helped.
Shall we sing a song?
Let's sing a song and let's see what we could do. We could do...
Don't do
boy.
something happy.
Well, I haven't got any... God, I sound like a really vague history teacher who's dying of geography. And inside, I'm not.
A history teacher dying of geography.
Yeah, just think of it. They're sitting there in a one kind of tweed jacket, like they're actually, they think they're Damon Albarn, but actually they're Jarvis Cocker.
Oh, wow.
But, but
That's
not young
quite
ones.
confusing.
Well, exactly. I mean, especially if you make them over 70.
If Damon Albarn had been my history teacher, whoo,
Chickabum, eh?
chick-a-bum.
Whereas instead you had to make do with Jarvis. Yeah, I know, everybody does. I was on a boat with Jarvis and he was dressed as a geography teacher.
Oh, nice. My dad was a geography teacher.
I know, and he did, well, I never met him, but from what I gather, he didn't look like Jarvis. He might have done, actually.
He didn't look like Jarvis, no.
I've only seen, there's one photo of you from, before we met. Mm-hmm. And then I've got a very blurred picture of your mother. I've never seen a photo of your dad.
That's because I'm
I know
I'm not nostalgic.
You're not nostalgic, and also you come from a... Yeah, okay. I think where this is going the same way as pralines or pralines. Pralines.
Can't we go the way of salted caramel?
Oh, let's go the way of salted caramel.
Okay, give us a
We'll
chirpy
go
one.
the way of salted caramel.
Any one of your songs. Antwoman. Something chirpy.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's happy. Here we go. And you're going to sing it with me.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Oh, sweetheart, I love that. God. Okay, so Ringo's down there. What's Tubby doing?
I don't know where Tubby's gone.
Okay, this goes out to Tubby. Tubbs.
Being just contaminates the void. Being just contaminates the void. I remember some years back a punky reggae party and a girl who measured your neck. 'Cause I dream of Antwoman with her Audrey Hepburn feelers and her black and white stripes. I know my type and she's out there. I know my type and she's out there. With the cactus and the succulent. Oh, she rises and she hops
and then she eats you. Then she eats you. I ain't gonna argue with a dame like that. See the birds scattered on your dressing gown. See the dark seas. See the dark barristers gliding away. Gotta do lunch before you get down to some real judging. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. All right for you and you only. Being just
Sorry, I was ready to go into the
No, I know, I don't blame you for that. Being just contaminates the void. Everybody! Being just contaminates the void. I remember a funky reggae party and a girl who measured your neck. 'Cause I dream of Antwoman with her Audrey Hepburn feelers and her black and white stripes in a southerly breeze. In a southerly breeze. In a southerly breeze.
Right on.
Wouldn't that be nice if they, like the people who drive pickups in East Nashville with the beards and the baseball caps and the dungarees and stuff like that, if they sang that?
If they sang Antwoman, yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be great. Then you'd have a hit. A hit on country radio. It'd be just like Wagon Wheel, but it'd be Antwoman.
Wouldn't I have to share the publishing with like 9 other people? Because it would have to be written by committee.
Yeah, rock
So-
me mama like an Antwoman.
Right, and then they'd say, you know what, maybe Antwoman isn't good if we had like Wagon Wheel instead. And then they just took each lyric and said, Barristers isn't really going to play with these people, so how about we set these dark
We made them chicks in short shorts.
dark chicks in short shorts, and yeah, you know, maybe actually isn't being contaminating the void, it's like a beer.
Oh.
But it's not, contaminating is too negative, so
Okay.
beer is nice for chicks in short shorts.
Yeah.
And then I've got to, instead of
PBR illuminates the void.
yeah, illuminates, yeah, but let's not illuminate a void. Let's illuminate a pickup truck, a Dodge or a Chevy. But you're right. Potentially, it would be a
Neither
hit.
you or I can drive.
Well, then that disqualifies us. But we can eat our respective mint and orange chocolate
I thought
bickies.
you were going to say we can eat our feelings. We definitely do a bit
Well,
of
Ringo
that.
eats his feelings. I
Yeah.
eat your feelings.
Some
sometimes.
people just drive over their feelings.
Oh man, that's.
Wouldn't you like to get like a nice impractical Bentley and drive over your feelings
Yes.
from time to time?
Well, I totally would, and that's still one of my goals for when we're in Nashville, actually, because there'd be more places to park it.
That's true.
I
There's
saw-
definitely more parking in
Yeah.
Nashville than there is in London.
And so
You can go and park outside Woodland Street Studios.
you can, although technically you'd have to pay.
You have to pay by the hour.
Yeah, you'd have to pay Gil and Dave for that.
Yeah.
But
But
I'm
you'd be
sure.
parking in an historic place.
Oh yeah, and frankly, I think if we parked our Bentley outside there, they'd probably be lenient with us. I think they'd give us a day rate.
You don't think that they'd like clamp the tyres if Tubby forgot to pay the hourly?
Well, they like vintage cars. They've
They
got
like
vintage
Tubby.
cars. And they like Tubby. I think Tubbs could probably finagle it.
Sadly, I don't think we're ever going to get a Bentley.
Well, we're more likely to get a green vintage Bentley than we are to get. I just saw a modern. In case, because I'm coming up to 70, my 70th birthday next
Are you?
March. In case you wondered what to get me, and I know people are going to be thinking, "Oh God, we'll get Robyn a green Bentley," but it's not worth it. I've seen the modern ones.
I've seen you look at cars with a mix of awe and wonder. And I don't want to see you behind the wheel.
Oh no, I wouldn't drive it.
You can't even turn on a laptop.
Well, it's hard to turn things on.
It is.
It's easy to turn people on. God, turn on a
Thank you,
thing.
Brian Ferry.
Turn on the thing.
No, I would get a Bentley on the condition that I wasn't driving it.
Oh,
But
but
hell,
Tubby
we-
drove it.
Well, exactly, we've got 2 perfectly qualified Scottish foals.
And a lovely,
And a lobster.
and a very talented
you know,
lobster.
Daphne learns everything. She's learned everything she knows from Ringo and Tubbs. And
She's got some feline tendencies.
she's got, jeez, that cat's something I can't explain. Partly because she's a dog.
Do you want to sing us another song?
Well, I'm afraid we might have to do that one.
If you're going to do Feathery Serpent God for Oren.
Yeah. Oh God, you just give it away. You'd wake the kid up at like 2:35 in the morning and say, "Look, Santa's bought you a Bentley."
Here's what it says on the label.
Well, yeah. Here's Santa Claus. Look, here's his shirt, says Santa Claus, and here's the Bentley. Be seeing you. Just leave Santa and the Bentley and the kid in one room.
Well, I'm going to leave you
Oh,
to
God.
play Feathery Serpent and Raga out. As
Oh
best
God,
you
I better
can.
stop. There's nothing else there on the list for you to sing, is there?
No, I've worked my way through my harmony duties. I'm going to join the groovers in the chat.
Oh,
The chat's fun.
Save me a drop of petrol. I'm going to. Can you pass me? Okay, now this show it's a 5 guitar show.
5 guitars?
Yeah,
Who are
if you pass me that one there, I am the modern version of Stephen Stills. That.
Stephen Stills.
Well, that's the one I'm
Sweet
pointing
Tubby
at.
Blue Eye.
Actually, no, I'm probably more Elvis Costello,
I
aren't
think you're
I?
more David Crosby, unfortunately.
Crosby doesn't have here to sell them to buy his.
Almost cut my hair.
Hang on. Okay, look. Here we are. We're getting towards the end of Live from Tubby's House, and tonight this was requested by Orin, and so Orin, thank you. I'm going to play this one. This is track 3 on my fab new album, Shufflemania. There was a rhythm guitar track on this guitar, but it was removed and replaced by something else. Well, I don't know what you're doing, what you're thinking can't be true, and I wonder what you're feeling, what you're feeling isn't you. And I wonder what you're doing, what you're doing can't be wrong, but I do know it's my ruin, and my ruins must go on. Here in the palace of the Feathery Serpent God, I feel alright. Here in the palace of the Feathery Serpent God, the night's alight. Little Perry, he Is normcore. It's not the same Perry. Is normcore all the way? If you ask him, hey Perry, what's your name for? He'll say it's 'cause I'll never go astray. Here in the palace of the Feathery Serpent God, I feel alright. Here in the palace of the Feathery Serpent God, the night's alive. Okay, there goes that guitar. And now, so I know I had one more request to play for Max. Max, I'm sorry I got your song rehearsed, but ran out of time. I have no excuse except time itself, but I will play that for you next show, the one you requested. And if you request something in between, I'll probably play that the show after that. But we've reached Raga time here on Live from Tubby's house. tanti carissimi amici, hasta la prossima. Buenas noches de la casa del Tabo.